Hey guys, Thogden here. Welcome back to a big video. We are predicting the 2022 Africa Cup of Nations. We're going to go through every country in this competition, all 24, and letting you know where they finish. Thogdad, the way we're going to go it is a simple format, alphabetical order. Wherever they finish, we both have a prediction.
Absolutely. 24 teams in this. We get down to 16 teams, don't we? Then it's a knockout stage.
The usual, similar to the Euros, quarterfinal, semi-final, final, and a big winner. You're going to hear what we say today. We're going to start with Group A. Burkina Faso.
Now, Burkina Faso, Theo, they're not a bad team, are they? They were unbeaten in the qualifying, and they've got that man, Bertrand Traore, from Aston Villa.
A man we need to talk about, Edmund Tapsoba at Leverkusen.
Yes.
He's worth like 50 million. He's, I think, only 22 years old. He's expected to be the next big thing in terms of centre-back. And they've got a lad called Kabore, who's like Man City. It's quite a young team, this, up and coming. I think they'll finish second in the group, but they are going to get knocked out in the round of 16 for me.
And I agree, Theo. I think they might be third in the group, and then they're going to get knocked out. But I hope they can surprise some people. Cape Verde, now beautiful islands, closely linked with Portugal, Theo. Now, I tell you what, they were unbeaten in qualifying, 4 draws and 2 wins. I think they might do all right.
Yeah, I think they'll get to the round of 16 and then lose. They've not got any big-name players compared to Burkina Faso, let's say. They've got a lad who plays for Shamrock Rovers called Roberto Lopez. It's unbelievable. I don't know how he's got in the Cape Verde team, but I think that's awesome.
Do you know what? I'm going to wish them all the luck, but I agree, Theo, last 16. And now for Cameroon, Theo, the hosts. And do you know what? They've not lost a competitive game in Cameroon since 1973.
Are you serious?
Absolutely serious. They could do all right, couldn't they?
Dad, they're the home nation. Look at Russia at the World Cup. They had a bad team on paper, but because of the fans and the atmosphere, being in the country and stadiums that they know and love, the same training facilities, they'll get the best at everything. So it's expected for them to do well. I'm going to say a semi-final finish.
Wow, that's a huge shout.
It is. Most people think they'll get knocked out in the quarters compared to the competition. But let's talk about some of their players. Anguissa, we know from Fulham, now at Napoli, absolutely smashing it. Choupo-Moting at Bayern Munich. He's going to bag a few, especially against like Cape Verde and Burkina Faso. Onana at Ajax. I mean, honestly, the list goes on. So much Ligue 1 talent as well.
I can remember in 1990 when Roger Miller, aged 38, scored 4 goals at the World Cup and nearly embarrassed England. But this is a different team. Now, they've got a fairly easy draw, and I'm just going to agree. They're going to make the semi-finals. Come on, Cameroon.
Yeah, you reckon?
Absolutely.
Love that. They won the Afcon 2 times ago as well. I mean, we're not writing them off the Afcon, no chance, but it's going to take a few miracles.
Ethiopia. It's hard to talk about football when there's a civil war going on in the country, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Theo?
I didn't even know that.
Shocking. And I don't think the players' minds will be on the tournament. I'm sorry, out at the group stage.
I said out at the group stage as well.
Guinea now. They were the runners-up in 1976, and that's the Thogdad fact. But you know what?
It's
the president, Theo, has said to the team, if you don't win the tournament, you're paying all your costs.
No way.
Yes, the colonel.
Dad, they've got like Naby Keita, and that's about it.
Yeah.
How are they meant to win? They're not favourites at all.
They're not. But you know what, Theo? I think they might get as far as the quarter-finals.
Really?
But the colonel, if you're watching, don't make the players pay.
I think they're going to be at the round of 16. I think Naby Keita's a solid player. They've got a guy called Mohamed Bayo, who's got 9 goals in Ligue 1 this season. He's actually, I think he'll score a few in this tournament. They've got a lad called Mariba, who's currently at Leipzig and came from the Barcelona Academy. So some talents there, but they're not going to win it. Out at round of 16 for me.
Malawi now, Theo. No real football heritage there. I'm sorry, out at the group stage.
Out at group stage as well for me. You ever been there?
I haven't. That's one of the few countries in Africa I've not been to. Senegal now, Theo. They are one of the favourites in this tournament. They were runners-up 2 years ago in Egypt, weren't they? And they've got some special players.
They've never won Afcon, so they should be up for this. Edouard Mendy and Sadio Mane, 2 players that played each other just a week ago and then got on a private jet straight after to go straight to Cameroon. This is the tournament. This is like the golden era for Senegal. They've got so many good players. I mentioned 2, but let me go through a few others. They've got up front Famara Jeju, the Bristol City legend. I think he's currently in Turkey. They've got Habib Diallo from Strasbourg, who's doing really well in Ligue 1. I mean, the list is unbelievable. The midfield's sorted, isn't it?
And they've also got Pape Sarr. Now, Tottenham fans know him because he was bought for 15 million and loaned out to Metz. He's a box-to-box midfielder, Theo.
This is the year for them to win it. They've never won this competition before, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the year they win the Africa Cup of Nations.
No way, Theo. The trouble with Senegal, I think they lack the winning mentality.
What?
I think they're going to bottle it in the quarterfinals.
Dad, it's going to be a Sadio Mane masterclass. He's going to get goals and assists everywhere he goes. They should just throw him up top with Jeju. I mean, that's going to be a serious chemistry link-up. They're going to win it. I'm telling you.
Zimbabwe, I'm thinking 3rd place qualification and out in the group of 16.
I think round of 16. They've actually got a Bournemouth left back called Zamora. So for you Bournemouth fans, you'll love me for saying that. But yeah, round of 16 knockout.
Comoros, I had to look on an atlas to work out where this is. It's between Madagascar, Theo, and the mainland, but I'm sorry.
I bet it's beautiful. But
I'm sure it's gorgeous, Theo, but out at the group stages.
Out at group stage, yeah.
Gabon. Now, of course, they've got Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, haven't they? But do you know, Theo, their domestic league has been suspended for 2 years. There's a complete crisis there to do with abuse of minors. Horrible situation.
Horrible situation. And the first team are out partying in Dubai.
Yes.
You know, they're all catching COVID moments before going to the tournament. It's actually a joke. It's a disgrace. Aubameyang caught it. He's going to miss the first game, which was so winnable. Lamina, ex-Fulham, for you Fulham fans, he's also got it, I think. They're going to come back after one game, but then they're facing Ghana. Aubameyang's not played football in over a month because he's been kicked out of Arsenal for attitude problems, and he's made it even worse for the Gabon teammates. They all went out and honestly, the situation and attitude that this nation has is a disgrace. They could have gone far. They've got some great talent, but I'm saying out of round of 16.
And I'm going to agree, Theo, out in the round of 16.
And they could have done so much better. This is the problem. It's so sad.
Ghana now in West Africa. This is a country with real football heritage. But you know what, Theo? They might face Egypt in the quarterfinals. And for me, that's where they go out.
I've said the same, quarterfinal. But I think the first game that Alba comes back, he's going to face Ghana. So it's going to be Alba versus Partey. That's like the Arsenal derby. I think all the Arsenal fans are going to be supporting Ghana in that game. But Ghana have some talents. The Ayew brothers, they've got good chemistry together. Also, both of them in English leagues. Mohamed Kudus, who's smashing at Ajax, up and coming. They could go far, but like you said, facing Egypt's not going to be easy. So quarterfinals, I agree.
And now for Morocco of North Africa. I tell you what, in the qualifying group, Theo, they only conceded 1 goal. They were unbeaten. They've got Romain Saiss of Wolverhampton Wanderers captaining the team.
What a player, but he's on free kicks for Wolves now. But I know get him on set pieces for the nation as well. They have an interesting team, Morocco. Did well in the Arab Cup, but most of their players were missing because they're in top 5 leagues. For example, 3 Sevilla players, including Bono. So you've got a good goalkeeper sorted, which is important. They will face someone difficult in the quarters, though. And that's where I think the problems might arise.
Yeah, Theo, I agree with you. Now, Hakeem Ziyech is a famous Moroccan player.
Yeah.
But I think he's fallen out with the coach. He's not going, is he?
So all the focus is on Hakimi.
Yes.
The PSG boy. They'll stick him on the wing. They've got to play him somewhere really forward, right? They're not going to play him fullback like PSG did.
Yes.
He's amazing. One of the fastest players I've ever watched live. He could do damage at the Afcon. And Ilias Chair, QPR, smashing in the championship. What a boy, by the way. I think he could do well.
Do you know what? I think Morocco are going to surprise a lot of people. They're going to the final. And in the final, they're going to lose.
They're going to the final?
They're going to the final.
That is insane. I did not expect you to go for that.
I disagree with the bookmakers, but just watch Morocco.
Dad, that's insane. Let's see what goes down. Okay, I'm not going to say who's the other person in your final, but I'm interested to know who beats Morocco in the final. For me, I think they're out in the quarterfinals, to be honest. They're going to play someone difficult at that round, and they might go on a run, though. Big from Thogdad.
Egypt now, Theo, and it's time for a Thogdad fact.
Okay.
And you know what? The last 6 Afcons have been won by 6 different countries. But the last time Egypt won it, they went on to win it 3 times in a row. But they're not the bookmakers' favourites, are they, this time? Because of, I don't know why. I mean, they've got Mo Salah. Surely they should be favourites.
They've got Mo Salah, El Neni, Trezeguet, but who else, really? You compare the sort of level that Mo Salah's at to the rest of the squad, it's not the same.
It isn't, Theo. In qualifying, they won 3, they drew 3. So overall, as a team, are they going to win this or not?
I think they'll get to the semi-finals and face Cameroon. And I just think Cameroon, especially with the players they've got in front of their home fans and atmosphere, they're going to lose to Cameroon.
Yeah. Now, the people of Egypt are going to hate me for this, and I'm sorry, but Egypt are going to win AFCON.
No.
Yes. It's the Mo Salah effect.
What?
He's going to drag his team the way Maradona did in '86. He's going to drag his country to the finals, and they're going to win it.
Stop being a mug. You really think Egypt are going to win
Egypt, you might as well take the trophy now.
They've won it like 6 times, haven't they?
I think they're the country that's won it the most.
They've won it the most. They've got the history, but they don't have the team anymore. You've got this wrong, Dad. They're losing to Cameroon. Come on, Cameroon. When they face them, they're going to win.
Guinea-Bissau, I'm sorry, out at the group stage.
Fair play for qualifying, though, but out at group stage. 2 Guineas in the Africa.
Oh, there's 3, I think. There's Equatorial Guinea as well.
Wow, this is mental.
Nigeria now, Theo, the biggest country in Africa by population. Surely they've got a chance.
They've got a chance, but they've got Egypt in their group. And then if they finish second, they have to face Algeria at the round of 16. And them 3 are all expected to be right up there. The way the whole group and table has been set out, it's made it nearly impossible for them to win. Unless they go and beat everyone, which they can do, because they've got Onyenka at Brentford. Unbelievable. Chustakong from Watford at centre-back. Osimhen up top. absolutely smashing him in. They would have had Emmanuel Dennis, but Watford said no. I think that's a disgrace, by the way. An English team would never say no to a team going out for the Euros or South Copa America. I think it's shocking.
But Theo, Victor Osimhen, I think he's injured.
Yeah, but they've still got Ndidi, Aribo, Kelechi Iheanacho to cover for him if they need be. Iwobi, Balogun. The team's amazing. The two Rangers boys are just a few of them to be called. They've got a great squad that could win this competition, but I think they're going to lose at the round of 16 because when they face Algeria, what can you do against Riyad Mahrez? And that Algeria team is insane. They won the Arab Cup. We'll get onto them later, but yeah, it's going to be tough for them.
And I agree, they're going to lose to Algeria in the round of 16. Sudan, I'm sorry, out at the group stage.
Out of the group stage for me as well. I'm sorry, guys. Best of luck.
Algeria now, Theo, the defending champions. Riyad Mahrez is leading the line, and they are unbeaten in 34 games. That's almost a record, isn't it?
It's incredible. They've got the likes of Slimani, Atal, Mahrez. We'll get onto him in a second. Adam Unas at Napoli, smashing to play on the wing forward line. But the best thing about it, they won the Afcon most recently, and they won the Arab Cup, which happened about a month ago. And most of the big players were missing. But what they gained there is a core of positions that will support the likes of the Mahrez to come in and smash it. Algeria have a lot of depth and qualities. They win all the trophies at the moment. No surprises. They're going to go to the final for me. I just think they'll lose to Senegal, who will want it more. You know, it's their first Afcon trophy for Senegal, so I think it'll mean more to them. But Algeria will smash it throughout the tournament and get all the way to the end.
Now, that's what the bookies expect there. They've got stability. So 9 of the 11 who won it 2 years ago are still there.
Yeah.
But I just feel there's going to be a shock defeat in the quarter-finals.
Really?
Possibly to Morocco.
Ooh, Morocco, a good team. You backed them to the final. So.
Yeah, I think that's a North African derby, and anything can happen in 90 minutes.
I think Algeria will beat Morocco, though. So you're going the other way. So when that game happens, we'll both have to wear a shirt and live stream or something. We should do some Afcon live streams. We've both got to pick a team. I feel like I want to pick Algeria as my, Africa team.
Equatorial Guinea, sorry, you're out at the group stages.
Out at the group stage for me as well.
Sierra Leone, I'm sorry to say it because I've been to Sierra Leone. I've coached football there, Theo.
Yeah,
at the Craig Bellamy Academy. I put money into Sierra Leonean football a few years ago. But I'm sorry, you're going out at the group stages.
Dog Dad loves his charity, especially out in Africa. You got to rate that.
Oh, mate, I love going out there.
Out the group stage as well for me. And finally, let's talk about Ivory Coast. How far are they going in this competition? Because they have some incredible talents. Maxwell Cornet has never been on better form than for Burnley recently. Now he's off to Afcon. Eric Bailly, Serge Aurier, Kessier's doing well in Milan in the midfield. He can run it. And their front two's insane. Sebastian Haller. 10 goals in 5 games in the Champions League. How many goals is he going to score in Afcon? He's going to feast. And with Zaha up top with him, this team's a joke. There might be too many solo names. That's the only problem. They might just crumble. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Too many solos in their squad. Too many people that think they're the man of the team. The Zaha, how will he work with Sebastian Haller next to him? Because both of them want to be the heart of the attack. So will they click together?
Wow, it's a very good question. Of course, the people of the Ivory Coast absolutely love football, love their stars.
They always have.
And the likes of Didier Drogba going back, he's one of the best players I've ever seen in the flesh.
Ivory Coast always had the big talents. They were always up there at Afcon and always went on a World Cup run as well.
Yeah.
There's no surprises that they could do well. I think they're going to find it tough at the quarter-final when they face someone really good.
Yes, and I agree with you, Theo. I think they'll go out earlier than expected. I'm saying out in the quarter-finals to someone like Tunisia, Gambia. Now, I think they might qualify in third place in the group, but then they're out in the round of 16 to someone like Egypt or Morocco.
Yeah, I agree. Round of 16.
Mali now, and the bookies like them, don't they Theo? Yves Bissouma of Brighton is a strong midfielder, and he must fancy this.
Dinepo of Southampton.
Yeah.
They've got Adama Traore of Sheriff Tiraspol.
They've got Haidara, haven't they?
Haidara about to go to United, apparently.
Yes.
Can I just go back to Adama Traore? It's not the Wolves lad you're thinking of, because of course he's not in Afcon. But Adama Traore, this guy at Sheriff, is part of the reason they did so well in Europe and went on that crazy run, beating Real Madrid, Inter, and all those big games, you know? He's part of it. He scored a lot of goals. Mali could be a dark horse in this tournament. It's unfortunate they're going to have to face Guinea or Tunisia at the round of 16. So I'm thinking they're going to go out then, but they might just go on a big run.
Yes, Theo, I agree with you. I think the problem is Guinea might just be too good for them out in the round of 16. Mauritania, sorry lads, you're going to go out in the group stages.
Out of group stages as well.
And finally, Tunisia of North Africa. They smashed it in the qualifying groups, 1-5, drew 1. Have they got any chance in this tournament?
They got to the final of the Arab Cup, so the players are dialed in. Hannibal of Man United could be one to shine. I've been told to watch out for him. Maybe he's the player the one to watch of this tournament. Tunisia have a good squad. I think they'll struggle against Algeria, especially when Algeria have Riyad Mahrez back. But they won in 04. They've got the history. How far are they going?
I think they might go to the semi-finals, Theo. Really look out for this team because they're a very well-drilled unit. But I think they might stumble against Egypt.
They've got a good striker in Kazri as well.
Yeah.
St. Etienne does one Ligue 1. I think they're going out in the quarters, though. So I'm sorry, guys. But all the best to them. Let's see how far they can go. Lots of different teams. I've enjoyed doing this Africa Cup of Nations video. Tell us the one team you're going to be supporting. You don't even have to be from Africa. We're English, but we're supporting one team. For example, I'm going to pick Algeria. Who are you picking, Dad?
Theo, I've been to a lot of African countries, but I'm going to go for Senegal.
Have you been there?
I have been there and I love it.
Comment down below the team you're supporting. You're going to buy the shirt off, watch all the games, and just back them this tournament. It's going to be a bit of a laugh, and let's see what happens. All the best, guys.
See ya.